Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's me again, coming back to you barely live before a non-studio audience with a little thing they come over the YouTube that I like to call dun 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 dun. Spleen squeezings. Problem is that I can't hear. I can't hear it as loud or as soft as you. I don't know exactly how loud it is. And since none of you all will tell me it's too loud, it's too soft, you just sit there, you won't say anything. So I have to ad-lib it. Okay, slideshow. Video output will kiss my butt, YouTube. My video output is too low. Video output all the time. Nonsense. I'm sick of it. My computer's choking on when I'm ramming down and starting these people. We need more feed. We need more feed. Hey, Chris Windows. Long de bling de bling. It's Chris Windows. I've gotten technically anything done. I'm behind on it. I'm just aching and hurting all the time. Not getting enough. I can't get enough sleep. Right now, all I want to do is just curl in my ball. Pull back in my shell. Shut behind me and stay that way until like 2020. Music is loud. Thank you for saying something. Nobody else will say anything. I'll turn it down, and then once it. Okay, I'll turn it down by about half. Tell me if if it's still too loud. Tell me if it's too soft. Tell me that too, because I want to be. I want the music to play in the background. I want people to hear it. That prevents dead air. Dead air is when, you've got the microphone open and no sound. It's like death. It's like instant death for radio audio performances. Kind of want to avoid that. I'll try and do some drawing today. Got a couple new commissions that came in. Thank you very much to all those. Down to about a third of what it was. All right. Excuse me. I'm a little scared, because it's worse than me just being lazy. It's just that me, I just. Like all my mojo's going, There we go. That is the most current page of Tales. I used to be able to crank these things out to like I'm 47 years old, and my body is just crapping out on me left and right in a dozen different ways. I'm fortunate. I'm blessed that I am not. I am blessed that I have not developed diabetes yet. If there was any justice in the universe, I probably will, because of the way I eat. I just eat terrible all around. But my teeth are falling out of my head. But I got a back tooth that's broken off of a jagged point. I keep biting my cheek in the middle of the night. You can imagine what that does for my sleep cycle. But hey, you wake up wide. What the heck happened? And you're like, oh yeah, I just bit my cheek again. And I was like, crap. Hold on here. Did I? Yeah, I did, didn't I? There's more there. My continued work, feel free to stop by www.patreon.com/RHJunior and become a patron of the arts, helping me keeping me alive, so that I keep doing, keep grinding out comics and fan fictions and all that other stuff. And though I'm not allowed to say fan fictions because copyrights, Would you believe that Disney pulled a rat bastard move on some guy? Some guy did a fan fiction movie. It was a prequel. It's set between the end of episode 3 and the beginning of episode 4. It was a Darth Vader fan fiction. Basically a miniature movie, actually, detailing a little bit of Darth Vader, in between those 2 points. And Disney, they basically confiscated it and then tried to monetize it. They stole it. They threatened to sue him, and then they took it and they put knock that shit out. He stepped in on behalf of the guy. So I'm like, yay, you know, 3 cheers for him. So, you know, it's nice to know that even the rich and famous can occasionally be decent people. You know what I'm saying? It's little things like that that impress you about celebrities. Like the guy that played Sam Gamgee, you know, Samwise, in the Lord of the Rings movies. Most people don't know is that he is a huge supporter of local veterans, military veterans. He donates a lot of his time, donates a great deal of money. That's one of his things. There's Robin Williams. One of the things that Robin Williams would do is that he would make a point of wherever they were filming one of his movies, he would have them hire, you know, for odd jobs and menial, you know, just have them hire from the homeless people in the area, and then, you know, and donate from the cafeteria line, to the needy people. He was always doing things like that. Christopher Reeve, the guy who plays Superman, the first Superman, he broke his neck in a horse riding accident, and he was paralyzed the rest of his life. But he was in the hospital. You know, they were still, you know, patching him up. And he said one day Robin Williams stopped by, just burst into the room in a hospital gown and proceeded to do a riff that he was a German proctologist coming for his examination. They said that Christopher Reeve said that was the first time I'd laughed in days, and he said that was one of the things that helped him know that things were going to be okay. People doing things like that, people stepping up in ways you wouldn't expect. Donald Trump. One of the things that I admired about him was that attitude. He's still a very charitable man, very kind of compassionate. At one instance, there was a little boy that desperately needed an operation on the opposite coast. He couldn't get there though because none of the airlines would fit him onto one of their planes. You know, kind of a rat ass move on their part because they didn't. I don't know what excuse they gave for not arranging things so but the kid needed all sorts of life support equipment and everything. They couldn't get him and the equipment onto their planes for something. So Trump sent out one of his private jets. You heard about this? Oh, smack this around, dude. I'm Trump. I get things done. And he comes out, he sends out one of his private jets, flies the kid all the way across the country just so he can be there for get to his operation. They provided, there was one woman who was going through a brutal divorce, was in fear of her ex, and he let her stay rent-free in Trump Plaza. Things like that. You know, you don't hear about those things. You ought to hear about them more. Keanu Reeves does all sorts of charity. I'd have to look it up. First one. Just a nice guy. You know, living the be excellent to each other, you know. Give him that, you know. Oh, for Frank and sing it. The music's too loud. Is this loud enough? Okay, I've got the music almost all the way off. Good God, all right. Already. Can you hear me now? redlining my own microphone, and I've turned the music audio down to next to nothing. Do you hear me now? And if I play this back, and if I play this back, and I can't hear the music on the playback, and I hear my voice rattling the speakers, I'm gonna be upset with y'all. I am, because check your speakers, check your microphone, check your computer settings. Come on already. I've lost track of the number of times it turns out that it's somebody on somebody else's end. You know, there's some problem on the other end of the audio. Check your headphone settings. Oh God, jeez. I hate this. I hate the fact that I have to check 4 or 5 different settings just to know whether I'm loud or soft. And then I get feedback from one person saying, "Oh, you sound great," and then 3 other people, "Oh, you're too loud. The music's too loud, and the music's too soft. I can't hear you. I can't hear your voice." And then I turn the music all the way down, and then I play back. I played back an audio from one of my tapes, from one of my shows. Couldn't hear nothing. Just my voice way off in the background. I'm like, thank you so much. I hate that this is ridiculous. This is the 21st frickin' century. We should be able to do better than this. Okay? You should. Do you get this from people playing the radio? Come on, you're sitting there, you're a DJ, you're playing the music on the radio. Do you get people calling in, "Speak up, we can't hear you"? Well, of course not. People check the volume on their radio. You don't hassle the poor DJ. Sorry if I'm coming across as hostile, because I am. What gets me is that these audio programs, they know that everybody under the sun is using Google and YouTube and all that, but they're still set up. All the information is like, they basically assume. Oh, doggone it, it's in the wrong ink style. They assume that they can just cut and paste all the audio information off of a professional Foley board, and you'll figure it out yourself. It's one of those things that computer programming, computer design. Is that easy? people that worked in these things just don't seem to know what the idea of user-friendly is. I mean, unless you are professionally trained in using audio-visual equipment, you're not going to know what any of these settings mean. And most of it I've done by guesswork. I mean, I'm looking at here, I'm looking at controls, stop streaming, start recording, studio mode. What is studio mode? I don't know what studio mode is. Do you know what studio mode is? I don't know what studio mode is. Duration, 300 milliseconds. Duration of what? Scene transitions. Mic aux. I can guess what that is. I'm guessing that it's referring. The only reason I know for certain that it's referring to my microphone on my headset is because a little line at the bottom is moving up and down as I speak. And you got the desktop audio and the numbers here: negative 47.8 decibels. I'm assuming dB means decibels. I don't know. What's a scene? What's, you know, he's got little windows here: scenes, sources, mixer, scenes, transitions, controls, and, you know, look, anything. Let me put it. Terry Pratchett put it this way: never trust any piece of technology that weighs less than its user manual. And computer programs, being intangible, just about break that rule every single day. Scene collection. What the heck is scene collection? I have no idea what scene collection is. And it's got all these drop-down windows: new, duplicate, rename, improve, and import images. You know, I don't know what it does. Tools. What kind of tools? Experimental captions. What the heck is experimental captions? But you know, if I want to go online and do a broadcast of my YouTube video that I've made, I've got to slog through this, pretend that I know what I'm doing. I'm like Doris Day trying to land an airliner. What do I do? There's all these buttons and switches. Don't worry, ma'am. Most of them are cigarette lighters. Full screen interface, docks, bool, status bar, multi-functional copy, transform order, prescale, advanced audio prop. What the heck? This is open broadcasting. OBS, the open broadcasting something or other. And you know, it's, you know, public domain, and the people that make it. And, you know, my dad was always singing the praises of his open source software. And I'm like, Dad, have you looked at the human interface on these things? They have. It's like they assume. You know, it's like they assume that nothing remotely human will ever handle this stuff. It drove me fucking nuts. I tried to use some of that penguin crap, Linux and all that other crap. They use different terminology just to be using different terminology. What the hell is a tarball? Do you know what a tarball is? It's apparently another way of saying a compressed file. That's as far as I could guess. The interfaces, the downloads, the instructions, the basic terminology for even the most fundamental thing. I can understand why they do it that way. I mean, they're terrified. They're probably terrified of being sued. Got away with taking somebody else to court for making cell phones with rounded corners. Rounded corners. I crap you not. It looks like our cell phone. It's a cell phone. It's supposed to look like a cell phone. What do you want it to look like? A bunch of bananas? try turning it off and turning it back on again. Tell you to open everything up and then close all the windows. See if that changed anything. Yeah, just the way I like to use it. If computer programmers designed a car, it wouldn't have a steering wheel. It would have like 15 different little levers scattered across the dashboard. Maybe a couple little twisty knobs and some and a touch screen someplace that you couldn't reach easily. Nothing would be labeled. Every time you when if you go to no matter where you might, if you ask for help, everybody would complain that they hated dealing with movies. People on the internet, people on computers are the most ungracious people I've ever known. They really are. Whether you're talking on an internet, game server, or a chat room, or a forum, anything. They're just absolutely awful. They treat other human beings like absolute crap for no other reason than they're new and they don't know how things work. If most of these people acted this way towards, say, their coworkers, then they get an ass beating every day of the week. They really would. It's like logging online as a computer user is fresh meat, free game, free license for everybody within 1,000 miles to act like a complete butthole. You ever met one of these charmers? He's all you have to do is press Alt F4. Or they tell you to delete portions of the Windows programming, or they tell you to go to C. You have to ask what that is. I'm not telling you. They think they're freaking hilarious. This is why you should never. They should never give me internet powers. First thing I do, I would demand is I would insist on somebody invent a beat the shit out of them button. Locate them by their account number and then just push a button and have them truck out some big angry guy with brass knuckles named Bubba. Just show up at the door. Womp, 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 womp. How many of you remember the club? Back in the 90s, they had an invention that came out. It was called the club. Very simple device. It was basically a thing for locking your steering wheel. You extended it out, and you put it in something. You extended it out and locked it in place. And it was supposedly an anti-theft device. Well, it was popular for a while. And then somebody on the news they interviewed a car thief who showed him how he could get that thing off the steering wheel with a hacksaw in less than 15 seconds. And that was the end of the club as a phenomenon. Of course, everybody was always doing riffs on it. You want to prevent car theft? Why, a club! And he turns around and smacks the guy over the head with a giant styrofoam caveman club. Then there was one, the Bubba. Guy opened her big angry guy. It's big, it's red, it attaches to your steering wheel and it prevents car theft. Is it the club? No, it's the Bubba. He shows a criminal opening the car door, and there's this great big huge fat guy in a red suit handcuffed to the steering wheel. should learn not to set up myself to have to draw a crowd scene. You know, I first started out, I started out doing cartoons and drawing because, you know, I wanted to tell stories, but it was so slow writing. So slow writing, and it never turned out quite the way I wanted. And I decided a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I started doing cartooning. But as the years have gone by, I've gotten better at telling a tale, and now my writing is much easier than the drawing is. I sort of reached a point where my writing just really isn't, my drawing really just isn't improving at the same rate that It's not made to be taste good. It's not made for a taste sensation. You take it, you know, it's made so that you drink it and you go, oh man, this tastes like a boom, you're straight into the coma. It shuts you down. And then you recuperate. NyQuil, nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, talking to the Bolivian space marines. Kind of medicine. It works. That's all I want out of it. It works. It numbs the pain and discomfort. It holds the symptoms off and it lets me sleep. And that's about all I can ask out of coffers. You know, you get these. I remember my mother. You realize I don't know if you've ever seen it. You get a bottle of this medicine, it's orange. You don't need to know that it's just orange. Then you get another bottle of this medicine, it's yellow. My mother, whenever we would get a cold, she'd give us a spoonful of each. I looked it up once, and one doctor did a column on it, and I read the column. He pointed out, okay, one of those is an anti-expectorant. One of those is an expectorant, you know, to loosen up the, the phlegm, and so you can cough it up. The other one is a cough suppressant. Think about that. He said you're taking one medicine to loosen up all the stuff in your chest, and you're taking another medicine to keep it from coming up. I'm like, just how many extra days of misery did we suffer as children because my mother decided that 2 medicines was better than 1? They don't tell you any of this kind of thing. They just put it out on the shelf and go for it. Then they came out, they have all these different medicines that handled, this one handled this series of symptoms, and this one over here handled this series of symptoms, and this one. But you don't take it with this one over here or that one over there, because then it won't work with this over here. And then they came out with the Mighty NyQuil. You got a cold. Boom. There you go. It's a manly medicine. Take that stuff, put hair on your chest, or put hair on the chest of the person in the bed next to you. The other ones, though, we took it with the orange medicine, the yellow medicine, they just tasted nasty. I mean, just bleh. They didn't do anything. They didn't make you feel better, and they tasted horrible. And like, strike 3. I remember once when I was living in Chattanooga, Tennessee, when I was still young and healthy and a complete dumbass, a blizzard came through. Now, in Chattanooga, Tennessee is almost never gets snow. If they get a prediction for when it's just snow, you can tell because all the milk and the bread and the toilet paper will be gone from the local store 2 days ahead of time. I don't know what they expect to do with all that newspaper and that toilet paper and milk and bread. I guess they expected to whip it up into a nutritious paste. But literally, they would strip the stores to the walls, and they'd come in like an inch of snow. And they had ice trucks. They had the salt trucks, and they also had trucks that would scatter ash and soot for traction. And they were never ready. They would have this, they had this stuff stockpiled for years ahead of time, and they were still not ready. Well, anyway, one day a serious blizzard came through. Real deal. First, freezing rain, then freezing snow, and then just freezing. And it started. I got taken out. I mean, I was flattened with a flu. Just before the storm hit, and I didn't have any medicine. These were the ramen noodle days. I mean, those days were so bad. They make my current situation look, just fantastic. But I had nothing in the house. I had no medicine whatsoever, not even an aspirin. I went through 2 days of basically hell. And then finally the fever let up, and I bundled up as much as I could. And I went outside. Everything was still slick with ice. I mean, the roads were still slick as snot with ice. It had been 2 days, and they hadn't managed to get trucks down through the neighborhoods. I was living in the city. I wasn't living out in the boonies. But anyway, I get out there, and I managed to walk the 2 city blocks. I was almost crawling by the time I got there and back, but I managed to get there. I got there, I spent every dime I had on medicine. I bought NyQuil, I bought the orange stuff, I bought the yellow stuff, I bought the green. I bought the little pink and purple pills, you know what I'm saying? I got the toilet paper, I got the tissues, I just dragged it all home and just bundled up for a couple more days. Oh my, that was horrible. It doesn't matter where you live or how mild the weather is. If you are not prepared for winter, it is going to be hard. grasshoppers, and we're running out of ants. If you get my reference. One of the things about evangelical Christianity is that they've got far too many of them that think that things aren't going to get too bad. If everything, by the time things get too bad, Jesus is going to come by and rapture is going to happen, and we're going to be taken out. That's when things will start to get really bad. And then we don't have to worry about it. Seriously, that's the mentality of many of them. And I want to sit down and ask them, how many people in Germany, thought like you, who thought it could never possibly get that bad without it being the end times? How many of you thought? How many of them were expecting Jesus to come by and sweep them up in his aeroplane and fly away? No. Humanity has gone through periods of hell on earth. Christians in particular have gone through times that make the worst of times today look positively benign. So, you not preparing for catastrophe, calamity, or disaster is not faith. It's sloth. There are terrible times coming, and we are more than likely going to have to live through them or die in them. I've brought this up before. There are so many things that are reaching a crisis point, but one of the ones that you could argue philosophy on a lot of points. You could argue that if humanity turned around spiritually, that a great number of things would get better. But there are certain things that are a little more materialistic that indicate we are in for a great deal of trouble. I've talked about this before. The fact that, first of all, America's entire economy is based on a fiat currency, fake money, and that inflation has been taking off like a rocket for the past 25 to 50 years, and it's not slowing down. We've been buying our way out of trouble that entire time. Quite literally. And we're going to reach a point where we can't buy our way out anymore. The establishment of the Federal Reserve, the establishment of fiat currency, the fact that we went off the gold standard and onto fiat currency, it's all traceable back to one thing. A banker or a politician somewhere decided, I want to spend more money than I have. And they devised a system whereby they could connive people into letting them do that. And it has not stopped since. And just like every other time that fiat currency has been established, like I said before, there's an agency that investigated. They wanted to see what the fate was, historically speaking, of fiat currencies, and they started looking at that, and they got over 700 different fiat currencies that started and ended throughout history. And the fate was always the same. The money collapsed, and the country after, shortly after. That's what happened to the Weimar Republic, the nation of Germany, after World War I. They tried to, they tried to cheat their way out of the debts they organized by going on fiat currency and printing all the money they wanted. But the end result was predictable, was dramatic. They ended up at a point where the money collapsed. You could walk into a restaurant and they had to have you pay in advance, because by the time you walked out, inflation would have raised the price of the food beyond what you brought with you, and the money was so worthless. People were using it to light their stoves with. Children were playing with it in the street in stacks, and people were using it as wallpaper because it was so worthless. They tried to bounce back. They tried to print a new series of fiat currency, and nobody was fooled for more than a tenth of a second. It was just more worthless paper, and the nation imploded. And it was in this catastrophe. In fact, even as they were managing to recover, they started trying to use fiat currency again, and it triggered another collapse. And it was in that catastrophe, in the middle of that catastrophe, that Hitler rose to power. He offered them a grand promise of a restoration agreement. He blamed everything on the bankers, and the Jews, who were the majority ethnic group in the banks at the time. And he gave them, he blew a lot of smoke. He gave them a scapegoat, and he promised if they went to war, they would become a great warrior race again. And people were hungry and desperate enough to believe it. When a nation's money collapses, it can no longer pay its debts, and eventually one of its debtors will come along and collect the hard way. We are in for hard times. How soon this will happen, I couldn't begin to guess. The fact that America has persisted as long as it has, 50 years on a fiat currency. The average lifespan of a fiat currency is less than 2. Depending on who you ask, anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. On average. Which means most of them may end sooner than that. The only reason we managed to keep the wolves North Bay is because we have resorted to spending our debt abroad. Basically doing the equivalent to go and spend our worthless American dollars in other countries that haven't quite gotten the bullets in yet, that are broke. They're basically the equivalent of going out of town to write rubber checks in stores where they don't know you yet. But I'm getting wound up and I'm talking about that too much. I talk about it too much anyway. But I'm just using the same point. We are approaching a crisis state. And it's not just a philosophical one, it's a monetary crisis. It's one you can measure in dollars and cents. I've heard people complain legalized abortion and legitimized all these horrible TV and lifestyle and did all these other things. All anybody cares about is the money. Well, I gotta point out, that's not exactly fair. That's really not exactly fair to the average person who does worry more about the money. First of all, no matter what a politician says, no matter what they write down in the courts of law, our moral conscience is our own. If we disobey God rather than obeying, if we obey man rather than God, no matter what fines they levy against us, that's on our shoulders. And most people are aware that they can pass all the laws they want in Washington D.C. It's not going to change the morality of the average individual. But furthermore, money is where the rubber meets the road. Look, the only reason that the government is capable of doing all these awful, immoral, stupid things is because they have tons and tons of money and tons of power. They have all this money to throw at whatever cause they believe in. You don't want politicians getting up to shenanigans. Stop giving them so much power. Stop giving them so much money. Do you get what I'm saying? The money is where the rubber meets the road. This is how they fund. This is how they fund abortion clinics. This is how they manage to waste money on ridiculous government programs, and this is how they subsidize sloth through the welfare program. This is it's the money that they take by force from the American people that subsidizes all the wickedness that they do. So being concerned about the money first and foremost, that's just practicality. You want to stop your kid from running around, you want to stop your kid from running around town, boozing it up, getting your car in fender benders and splurging at every store he goes through. Here's a hint: take away the whiskey and car keys. Take away the keys to the whiskey cabinet, the keys to the car, and the credit card. Ta-da! He'll get up to a lot fewer shenanigans. Then you kick his butt. But it's the people that are watching the dollar bills that are paying attention to what everything else is spinning on. Oh, you're watching me from Spain. Hello, YouTuber 1752 from Spain. I've turned the music down as far as I can turn it. Seriously. There are all sorts of audio tricks that techno geeks can do to make even quiet music sound louder and vice versa, no matter what you just dial to. That hurt. I'm sorry, I really am. I'm starting to hurt a little bit here. Just aching all the time anymore. doing in Spain? Just out of curiosity, he asked. And he waited for an answer. I don't know if you can hear me at all. Can you hear the music? I can't tell. I hate that. I just hate it. This is crappy. This is why people, this is why radio personalities have somebody else handling the soundboard and stuff, just to keep everything freaking balanced. So what brings you here? Okay, YouTuber, what's bringing you from Canada to Spain? Vacation? You got deployed in the military? Something like that? What? Oh, big news. They're making another Ghostbusters movie. This one's going to be called Ghostbusters 3, and it's going to stick to the original canon, apparently. They're going to try and have Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd come back. They're actually going to have the old guys back. And I got to question how well this is going to go. Considering what happened to Indiana Jones when his actor got old. But I look at it this way. They are going to have to try really, really hard to make this new Ghostbusters movie as bad as the Ghostbusters feminazi movie. There's a lot of people say that the Ghostbusters franchise, it was a product of its time, so to speak. Of course, which is a dumb thing to say because everything is a product of its time. How many remember the movie Flight of the Navigator? How many remember that one? With a big silver ship? And the kid who was the navigator, and Paul Rubens as the voice of the spaceship. That was a pretty good movie. We liked it. My family and I, we watched it. We all watched it on videotape. And we liked it. It was popular. It was popular for us to watch it. The problem is that at about the same time, about a year or so before, the movie Explorers came out, which was about three kids who build a spaceship. They get blueprints beamed into their brain while they're asleep from outer space, and they build a spaceship to go meet the aliens. That Explorers, Flight of the Navigator was good. Explorers was exquisite. It was excellent. It was a beautiful movie, in literally, and I mean that quite literally, because it hit that perfect note. It touched on the dreams you have when you're young, and sometimes that you never give up. Interestingly enough, they cut out a couple of parts that would have made it make more sense. There was this old guy who saw their first inaugural flight, and it turns out that he's been, you know, getting the message, and they cut out most of his stuff for some reason, probably just to keep the movie short, and you know, it sort of left that plot thread dangling out in the air for no reason. Because you know, he starts, you know, but it was a very good movie. And then they made Explorers, and it was, you know, it was about these three kids, you know, living the dream. They build their own spaceship and fly off into space. And then they make Flight of the Navigator about a year later. It's about, ooh, a kid who becomes a pilot of a spaceship. You know, never saw that one before, and so it didn't really do as well. I was really sad when I heard River Phoenix died. It's a stupid way to die, really. Hollywood eats its young. Okay, I have not been on long at all. I haven't hardly done anything, but I am aching. I am hurting. I just want to lie down and sleep for a while. I've been doing that more and more. I'm just tired. I haven't got any energy for anything right now. Sorry, I'm gonna have to call it close for tonight. I'll see you all on Monday. I'll see you all on Monday. I made a general principle not to. I'm not going to do any broadcasts on Sunday because, you know, people are trying to get to church on Sunday and they're not going to have time to be sitting there watching and listening to me shoot my mouth off. Anyway. And, you know, something approximating a day of rest. But if I did more, I would feel better about taking a day of rest. But anyway, we've been running for about an hour, just shooting the breeze, doing a little scribbling. Great, I think I'm coming down with something, but gotta wait and see. I've got to, I don't know. But thank you all for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm not able to do catch y'all on Monday, and I think what I'd like to try is to try and get up and start the day with the show. I don't know. That way, you know, and just stick my nose to the grindstone. Get some much of this stuff, that's stacking up, finished, sent out. See what I can do. You all take care of yourselves, okay? Don't get old, it's a trap.